It's the time of year where I take my already self-indulgent channel to that extra level, where I set aside all thoughts of what might get views, what will feed the algorithms, and just talk about something that is purely for my enjoyment. And this year, we're going to talk about beast machines.
Tankor's headache back. Hello. It has been brought to my attention that it is not appropriate to threaten you sweaty, disgusting flesh bags into supporting the channel. Scourge, you can't insult them either. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Just ask them nicely for their support. It's not hard. Fine. Hello, humans. If you like this content, please support it. And I promise to not destroy you. Scourge!
Specifically, I want to look at three figures that I believe encapsulate the good, the bad, and the potential of the Beast Machines toy line. See, from the start, Beast Machines had a huge disadvantage. It was the follow-up to the incredible Beast Wars line. It had to be a sequel, but also an entry point, but also up the stakes, but also maintain quality, but also do something new and interesting. And it needed a toy line that complemented all that as well. To look at the show and look at the toys, you would not be chastised to think they weren't the same. Almost none of the early Beast Machines figures looked like their on-screen counterparts. And even when they did have a trait or two in common, the colors were usually out of whack, or the toy itself was a gimmicky, messy flustercluck. But to write off the entire line as bad is disingenuous, because there were a lot of cool concepts, ideas, and designs that came from Beast Machines. First, let's look at the good. This is Beast Machines Mirage, and I like him. He's armed to the teeth with his head-mounted cannon, arm-mounted missiles, and pressure-launching exhaust rockets. That head sculpt is insanely cool, evoking the speed that's promised by his alt mode, and a menacing cold glare that contrasts perfectly with his adorable short stature. He's just the cutest little evil Viacon. The major issue with this figure is the shared problem with a lot of Beast Machines toys, and that's the crazy amount of transparent plastic. While I really like the shade of blue that was used, I'm honestly in shock this little guy's torso hasn't shattered to pieces yet. But since it hasn't, I get to enjoy the excellent sculpting and fun articulation that Beast Machines Mirage has to offer. His transformation is a satisfying little number that involves just the right amount of flips and twists that I'd expect from a Transformer from this time period, resulting in a Cybertronian Formula 1 style racer that's sporting the signature Viacon look of having the head sticking out in vehicle mode to continue searching for little Maximals. While I don't understand why Cybertron would have Formula 1 style vehicles, I also don't really care. This is a fun look with the missiles now on the spoiler, and I love how the rear tires are armored over with these ridiculous yellow stripes. Mirage is a fun little figure, but some releases from Beast Machines, well, this is the Beast Machines release of Captain Chivalry himself, Silverbolt. Where do I even begin? His colors are an eyesore that contrasts so strongly with the look and feel of the line overall that it's borderline offensive. His over-reliance on transparent plastic makes me scared to pose him, and his weapon, if you can call it that, looks like a butter knife that some stressed-out soccer mom decorated and tried to sell on Etsy after a night of binge-drinking box wine and reminiscing about how she liked to make arts and crafts out of garbage when she was little. The head sculpt is great. I actually like his design on the show, and this looks like it. But again, transparent plastic. Silverbolt's transformation is borderline a joke. He just does a cartwheel and you clip his wings to his back. The robot head now sticks out his butt, and his legs, I think, are supposed to be part of his wings, but they don't connect at all from what I can tell, and just look silly. I do like the beast head sculpt though. I think it might be the best feature of the toy. Silverbolt is an absolute mess, and I completely understand why people would hate this figure, even using it as one of the many examples of what didn't work in the Beast Machines toy line. But I can't help but like some things about this figure. The sculpted details are actually really nice. He also has pretty decent articulation. In a darker color scheme, with a better weapon, this wouldn't be a terrible figure. It would honestly be pretty average. It's actually his faults that make this figure stand out more, and kinda makes me happy to display him on the shelf still. But I'm weird like that. Finally, we have the sometimes forgotten, but still celebrated Mega Class Tankor. Now, you can imagine having watched the show and running out to pick up the figure of this lovable brute, only to discover that his looking almost entirely unlike the Tankor from the small screen could be grounds for disappointment. And this happened with a lot of Beast Machines figures. But Tankor was kind of a special case in that first wave. Because Mega Class Tankor is honestly an awesome figure. This figure's design showed off the potential of Beast Machines toys better than most. His colors are dark and menacing looking. His bulky design gives off a sense of power. The little details throughout his body just scream that he is a machine of war designed for efficiency and intimidation. He sports a long-range spring-loaded shoulder cannon, as well as some excellent spinning saw blades in his forearms that could provide a maximal with a bear hug they'd never forget. Tankor is often cited as one of the best to come from the early Beast Machines toys, and rightly so. Because despite his lack of show accuracy, he's just a damn fun toy. I love the creepy Cylon mono eye and the articulated jaw. Really, the only downside to Tankor's robot mode is the limitations of being a nearly 30-year-old design with no ankle tilts. His transformation is simple, but satisfying, leaving us with a Cybertronian alt mode that's very cool and a little scary. The tank turret becomes a giant head, bringing over that mono eye from the robot mode that now moves with the turret for some functional fun. And I absolutely love how the front panels can open to bring out the forearm blades that now spin as you roll them along. But my favorite design, as silly as it is the little hatch that can be opened to reveal Tankor's spark crystal. I've always loved spark crystals and wish they'd make a comeback. They felt like the natural progression to the old rub signs. I'll never stop championing Beast Machines as one of the most ambitious Transformers lines ever produced. Sure, it had its flaws, but so did plenty of other eras of Transformers. At the very least, Beast Machines tried to do something new and original. And I think these three guys are the perfect representation of Beast Machines, for all its highs and, of course, its lows. Well, that's another year of This Toy Makes Me Happy down. It's been an interesting one as I navigate and balance everything going on. I want to thank everyone who stuck with me as I work out a better schedule, because I don't want to compromise and put out content just for the sake of it. So for now, things might stay a little sporadic as I work things out. But as always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and in these interesting times, try to stay happy.